What's up guys, my name is Ace, and the leaks have been flowing for Modern Warfare 3, and yesterday I made a video talking about 20 of the weapons that leaked, as well as a bit of information on the new perk system and a few other things. Well, since I made that video, there's been several other developments when it comes to Modern Warfare 3, and I wanted to cover that in today's video. And the first thing I should mention here is it looks like they effectively confirmed that this will in fact be called Modern Warfare 3, which is the first time we're seeing anything like this from an official source. And this one's fairly interesting. It came from a DMCA request that was directed at MWIII UK, who was the primary person releasing all of these leaks. There were a couple other guys as well. Of course, I will leave a link down below, but the leaks are being taken down from these guys almost immediately now. In either case, in this DMCA takedown request, which is an official legal request, it mentions that the content that's being reported with this request is from unreleased video game Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. And this description does come directly from Activision, so this is more or less confirmation that this year's Call of Duty game will in fact be Modern Warfare 3, which honestly isn't too surprising. That has been leaked for quite some time. This is just the first time it's been officially acknowledged. And speaking of official acknowledgement, the Call of Duty Twitter account posted this tweet here yesterday. And with this, they say, should Modern Warfare 2 operators, weapons, and bundles carry forward into Call of Duty 2023? And the two options on the poll were yes and yes when is reveal. So this is teasing the fact that operators, weapons, and bundles will be carrying over. They didn't specifically use Modern Warfare 3 within this tweet, because they technically haven't really started the official marketing for that yet, although I guess you could argue this is the start of the official marketing. But this does confirm something that was rumored for quite some time. I actually made a video about this about a week and a half ago, and many people were doubting it, but it does look like operators, weapons, and bundles will be carrying forward. Now, it's yet to be seen if this is going to be every single operator, every single weapon, and every single bundle carrying over, or if it's just going to be a select grouping of them. Since in this tweet, they didn't explicitly say all operators and bundles and weapons will be carrying over, I would still operate under the assumption that that's not going to be the case. And this means I wouldn't take this as a go-ahead to just start buying all the bundles in Modern Warfare 2 with the expectation that every single one of them will be carried over into Modern Warfare 3. Oftentimes when it comes to this, they do keep their wording vague on purpose, and I just don't want to see people getting burned and dropping a bunch of money on bundles with that expectation in place, only to find out down the road that it's actually only going to be a handful of them. Again, I could be wrong, and maybe it is every single operator, bundle, and weapon. We've just been through this so many times that when wording is vague, it's usually for a reason, but I guess time will tell when it comes to this area. As for the next little leak that came from MWIII UK, this one is quite recent, and with this, it's not an actual image of Modern Warfare 3, he just pulled an image from Modern Warfare 2, but it looks like the Scorestreak toggle from Modern Warfare 2 is currently set to return in Modern Warfare 3. Again, I should mention this is a leak, therefore things are subject to change. Even if that Scorestreak toggle is currently in the game, it doesn't necessarily mean it will be there when we get our hands on it. However, I do think this one is fairly likely because I think that feature was quite popular with Modern Warfare 2. In fact, I think that's one of the best things that Modern Warfare 2 added to the game. I love the fact that for the people that like going for kill streaks, they can toggle it to kill streaks. For the people that like score streaks, they can toggle it to score streaks. And the best part is you don't have to use up one of your perk slots in order to do that. It's simply a toggle in the menu. I think this is how it should be going forward in every Call of Duty game, honestly. But this also raises a big question. I wonder if Modern Warfare 3 will have specialists. I think that's something that Modern Warfare 2 is really missing, and I think the big reason it's missing in that is because they decided to completely overhaul the perk system and go with that charge system, which doesn't really allow for specialists to work in that game. And I always thought that was a great feature of Modern Warfare games. That was something I always looked forward to when it came to Modern Warfare games, because Treyarch games usually don't have specialists in them. So I was very disappointed to see Modern Warfare 2 didn't have it, so I really wonder if Modern Warfare 3 will be seeing specialists. And I know as part of the leaks yesterday, there are a set of gloves, which are a replacement for perks, that's called Specialist, but since it is a perk, I kind of doubt that's the specialist that we're thinking of, where instead of getting kill streaks as you go on a streak, you get more of your perks. So that is a big unanswered question at this point, whether or not we will see Specialists return. I think it would be great because the original Modern Warfare 3 is the game that introduced Specialists to us. So I think it would be great if this Modern Warfare 3 reintroduced Specialists. Next up though, MWIII came out with another leak for us here, and this is apparently in the current build of the game, there is a streak that's at least similar to the Hunter-Killer drone that we saw back in Black Ops 2. Which is one of the first leaks that I'm not really liking the sound of. I always hated that hunter-killer drone, just because it's one of those streaks where you throw it and kind of forget about it, and then it just sort of hovers up in the air, it locks onto its target, and it dive bombs and kills you. And outside of using the hard counter, which is cold-blooded, there wasn't a whole lot of counterplay to the hunter-killer drone. It was basically just, if you hear it, you're gonna die most likely. You could try to duck behind cover, but by then it's usually too late. And it would often just result in really jarring deaths. It was also a lower to mid-tier streak, so it was pretty easy to earn these on a consistent basis. And to top all of that off, it didn't really require any skill to use because it was AI controlled. And when asked in the replies to this tweet, somebody did ask, is it going to be AI controlled? And Bob did say, pretty sure it's AI controlled, so not really confirmation there, but it seems like it may be. So I am curious to see if they make any adjustments here, maybe to allow for a little bit more counterplay outside of just using the hard counter perk. But once again, this does raise a big question. If the hunter-killer drone is going to be in the game, or something similar to it, I wonder if the swarm-style streak would also be returning from Black Ops 2, where it's one of the highest, if not the highest streaks in the game, and when you call it in, it's just a bunch of these hunter-killer drones that come in on the map, and they just start dive-bombing people like crazy and getting tons and tons of kills. You could get so many kills with a swarm in Black Ops 2, or depending on the map, sometimes not very many at all. But that's a streak I could more so get on board with, because with it being a really high streak rather than a low-end streak, I do think the players earn that power and that ability to get a bunch of kills against enemy players. On the other hand though, oftentimes when you did call a swarm in Black Ops 2, most of the lobby would just leave rather than switching over to a cold-blooded class. So I guess I can see both sides of that argument. Maybe the swarm would be a little too powerful. But finally, just as I was finishing the recording of this video, Call of Duty posted another tweet, and this one says, look for the first details about the redacted reveal event in the Season 5 announcement, and additional Modern Warfare 2 carry forward details soon. Stay frosty. And this was in reply to that poll that we mentioned earlier, so clearly seems to be referring to COD 2023 when they're saying redacted there. And what this means is, based on the current Battle Pass timer, Season 4 is going to be ending on August 1st, therefore Season 5 is expected on August 2nd, and it was interesting they pointed out there's going to be reveal event details in the Season 5 announcement, not with the Season 5 update. So it seems like we're actually going to get a little bit of a teaser before Season 5 even comes. And that means sometime most likely later next week, we're going to be learning a bit more about COD 2023, simply because we usually start to get those like blog posts and roadmaps and stuff the week before a new season comes. Although, who knows, maybe they'll even surprise us with a blog post or something explaining those carry forward details at some point this week. And with that, that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover here. Just a few odds and ends that I wanted to clean up here since there were some extra leaks after the leak video I made yesterday. And this is where I'm curious to hear from you guys in those comments down below. What are your thoughts on all of these additional leaks? What do you guys think about the fact that we will be seeing some content carryover with operators, weapons, and bundles into Modern Warfare 3? How do you feel about the fact that it looks like they're bringing back that toggle for score streaks or kill streaks like we have in Modern Warfare 2? And what are your thoughts on a score streak that's similar to the hunter-killer drone returning with Modern Warfare 3? Just let me know all of those thoughts down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.